Now, in the next segment, what we will do is, see, till now what we have done is, we have calculated the roots, right, when the equation is given. Now what we will do is, suppose we have to find the quadratic equation when the roots are given. So I'll give the heading as find the quadratic equation when the roots are given, right? Let's see how do we do that. So first, I'll just give you the theoretical aspect of it. If I say, if alpha, beta are the roots, then the quadratic equation of which alpha, beta are the roots, can be given by two formulas. Okay, one formula is x minus alpha into x minus beta equal to 0. This is one formula, right? And if you open this, you will get the second formula. So first formula is very clear, x minus alpha into x minus beta equal to 0, right? So try and memorize this, directly memorize it. If alpha, beta are the roots, then the quadratic equation is given as x minus alpha into x minus beta equal to 0, right? Now let's open this. What happens? If you open it, it will be x square minus alpha x minus beta x plus alpha beta equal to 0. Now this gives us x square. From these two, take minus x common, so it will be alpha plus beta, and this is already alpha into beta equal to 0. Now this can be written as x square minus alpha plus beta is sum of roots into x plus alpha into beta is product of roots, right, equal to 0. So this is the second formula, right? Just memorize it directly. So if the roots are given, the equation can directly be given as x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots equal to 0. So one method is this and the other method is this, right? This is the linear factor method, wherein corresponding to every root there is a linear factor. So for alpha it is x minus alpha, for beta it is x minus beta, and this is the quadratic equation. If you open it, you get this as x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots equal to 0. In short, this can also be written as x square minus s stands for sum of roots, into x plus p, that is the product of roots, is equal to 0. So this can be presented like this also. Alright. Now let's take some questions. If I say, if roots are 3 and 10, find quadratic equation, what will you do? Let's see. First, let's take both the methods. From the first method, the equation can be written as x minus 3 into x minus 10 equal to 0. So for 3 we have x minus 3, for 10 it will be x minus 10 equal to 0, right? This is first method. And the second method is x square minus sum of roots. Now what is the sum of roots? 3 plus 10, that is 13x, plus product of roots, that is 3 into 10, that is 30, equal to 0, right? So it is x square minus 13x plus 30 equal to 0. You will get the same answer if you open this, okay? So it is either this one or this one. Alright, now let's take another example, or let me put it this way, I'll give you the roots here, okay, and you find the quadratic equation. Okay, see, as much as possible you can, if you're able to do it directly, it will be great. Let's take another example. If I take minus 3 and 10, then the final answer of the quadratic equation following the second formula will be x square minus, what is the sum of minus 3 and 10? So sum will be 7 plus, what is the product of minus 3 and 10? That is minus 30 equal to 0. So the answer is x square minus 7x minus 30 equal to 0. Right? Similarly, what if we have the roots as 3 and minus 10? What will be the equation in this case? Let's see. It will be x square minus, what is the sum of 3 and minus 10? Now, sum of 3 and minus 10 is minus 7. So inside it is minus 7, right? Look at this. It is x square minus sum of roots. So whatever is the sum of roots, the 3 and minus 10 sum is minus 7 into x plus the product of 3 and minus 10 is minus 30, right? That is equal to 0. So this gives us x square minus minus plus 7x minus 30 equal to 0. Alright. Let's take another one. If I have the roots as minus 3 and minus 10, if these are the roots, then what will be the equation? Quadratic equation. What will it be? Let's see. So it is x square minus. What is the sum of minus 3 and minus 10? The sum of minus 3 and minus 10 is minus 13. Right? So it is minus 13x plus the product of minus 3 and 10. Now product of minus 3 and 10 is 30. Right? This is equal to 0. So we have x square plus 13x plus 30 equal to 0. Right? Let's take one more example. What if the roots are 2 by 3 and 5? Now how will you do it? Now let me do this question in two methods. Right? I'll first take the first method and then the second method. Okay? If I take the first method, how do I write it? I will write it as x minus 2 by 3 into x minus 5. That is equal to 0. So this gives us 3x minus 2 by 3 into x minus 5 equal to 0. So what we could have done is we could have directly taken this expression. So 3 goes to the other side, becomes 0. So it is 3x minus 2 into x minus 5 equal to 0. Open it, it will be 3x square minus 15x minus 2x plus 10 equal to 0. So this gives us 3x square minus 17x plus 10 equal to 0. So this is the answer of this question. This is method 1. Now let's look at the direct method, which is the second method. This is one. If I take the second method, it will be x square minus sum of roots will be 2 by 3 plus 5 into x plus product of roots will be 2 by 3 into 5. That is equal to 0. So this becomes x square minus, if you add, LCM will be 3. It is 2 plus 3 5s are 15. Alright, x plus 2 into 5 is 10 divided by 3, that is equal to 0. Right? So what we have here is x square minus 17 by 3x plus 10 by 3 equal to 0. Just multiply by 3 to the entire thing. It will give us 3x square minus 17x plus 10 equal to 0. Wow. So the answer, final answer, obviously it has to be the same. Okay. So you can use both the methods. Right? Now let's take a couple of more questions on this.
Now let's take up some more questions for practice when the roots are given and we have to find the quadratic equation. Let's take up the first question. In this it says find quadratic equation of which the roots are, alright, the roots are, let's say 3 and minus 1 by 2. Right? Now what do we do here? We have two different methods. We'll apply both of them. First, we apply the method of, let's say, if, the first method, that is, if alpha, beta are the roots, then the equation can be, if alpha, beta are roots, then the equation can be given as x minus alpha into x minus beta equal to 0. Now here there is one small clarification that is required. Let me put it like this. If the roots are minus alpha and minus beta, then what will be the equations? If these are the roots, then the equation will be given as, please look at it carefully. When the root is alpha, the expression is x minus alpha. When the root is beta, expression is x minus beta. When the root is minus alpha, expression will be x plus alpha. When the root is minus beta, expression will be x plus beta, that is equal to 0. Similarly, if one root is positive, let's say alpha, and the other root is negative, let's say minus beta, if these are the roots, then the expression will be given as, look at this carefully, for alpha it will become x minus alpha, and for minus beta it will become x plus beta. So these things can be used directly, right? So if I use the first method, in that case, the answer for this question, the required equation will be given as, straight away x minus 3 because the root is plus 3 and the other root is minus 1 by 2, so we'll take x plus 1 by 2, that is equal to 0, right? And then you simplify it. So first part is x minus 3, second part will become 2x plus 1 whole divided by 2 by taking LCM, right? So 2 goes to the other side and becomes 0. This side we will have x minus 3 into 2x plus 1 equal to 0. If you open the bracket, if you simplify, it will give us x multiplied by 2x, it is 2x square, plus x into 1 is plus x, minus 3 into 2x is minus 6x, minus 3 into 1 is minus 3, that is equal to 0. So this means our answer will be 2x square minus 5x minus 3 equal to 0, right? So this is the answer of this question. Okay, so this was method 1, right? Don't forget it is method 1. Now there is another method to do the same question. Let's see. So now we'll do the method 2 of the same question. The roots are 3 and minus 1 by 2. Now method 2 is related to the sum and the product of roots. That's very simple, right? So first we find the sum of roots. The sum of roots in this case is 3 plus minus 1 by 2, which is eventually 3 minus 1 by 2. That is LCM 2 in denominator. In numerator we'll have 3 into 2, that is 6 minus 1, which is 5 by 2. And the product of roots will be given as 3 into minus 1 by 2, which is simply minus 3 by 2, right? So sum of roots is 5 by 2, product of roots is minus 3 by 2. So the required equation can be given as x square minus the sum of roots into x plus the product of roots equal to 0. So it is x square minus sum of roots is 5 by 2 into x plus product of roots is minus 3 by 2 equal to 0. So if you open it, it will be x square minus 5x by 2 minus 3 by 2 equal to 0. Just multiply by 2 in every term, we will get 2x square minus 5x minus 3 equal to 0. Right? So this is the answer of this question. As you can see, it is the same as it was earlier. Right? So the answer here was 2x square minus 5x minus 3. Here also it is 2x square minus 5x minus 3 equal to 0. Alright. Now let's go to the next question of the same type. Alright. Now this question says find quadratic equation of which the roots are minus 8 and 7 by 5. Right? So we have already shown the methods in detail. Now I'll do in short. Let's say method 1. From method 1, I can directly say the equation will be x plus 8 into x minus 7 by 5 equal to 0, right? So if I simplify it, it is x plus 8 into 5x minus 7 whole divided by 5 equal to 0. Now this 5 goes to the other side, so it becomes 0. Now x plus 8 into 5x minus 7, if you open it, if you multiply, x into 5x is 5x square, x into minus 7 is minus 7x, plus 8 into 5x is 40x, minus 56. 8 into 7 is 56 equal to 0. So the final answer is 5x square plus 33x minus 56 equal to 0. Right? So this was one very beautiful situation. Obviously method 1 is going to be slightly faster in some cases, and at the same time method 2 is also going to be faster in some cases. So here method 1 looks a little faster. Let's take method 2. Alright, the method 2 demands that you find the sum of roots and the product of roots separately. So here it is minus 8 and 7 by 5. Now the sum of roots will be equal to minus 8 plus 7 by 5. So LCM in denominator will be 5 and numerator will be minus 8 into 5 is minus 40 plus 7. So it is equal to minus 33 divided by 5. Okay, and then we have the product of roots, and our product will be a simple multiplication of these two numbers, that is minus 8 into 7 by 5, which is straight away minus 56 upon 5. Alright, so the answer will be x square minus the sum of roots is minus 33 by 5, put it there, into x plus the product of roots, that is minus 56 upon 5, that is equal to 0. Right? So if you just multiply by 5 and adjust the sign, it will become 5x square plus 33x minus 56 equal to 0. So it depends a little bit of practice also, right? And you can see the answer is same in both the cases. Whichever you like, you can apply. Whichever method you like, you can apply. Nothing to worry about. All right. Now let's take one more question on this. Now this question says find quadratic equation of which the roots are 3 by 4 and 5 by 8. I'll still go ahead and do method 1 first, right? Now method 1 says that for 3 by 4, our expression will be x minus 3 by 4. Okay, and for 5 by 8 expression will be x minus 5 by 8 equal to 0. Now here I'll show you one thing. You can take 4x minus 3 as one part. The 4 in denominator goes to the other side, and the second expression will become 8x minus 5. 8 in the denominator goes to the other side, right? Here this statement you could have directly written, right? So if you have a little bit of practice, you don't need to write this part. You can directly start from here. Okay, but in any case, let's multiply and open. 4x into 8x is 32x square minus 4x into 5 is 20x, minus 3 into 8x is 24x, minus 3 into minus 5 is plus 15, that is equal to 0. So we have 32x square minus 44x plus 15 equal to 0 as the answer of this question. Alright. Now let's take method 2 of this. For method 2, we need to find the sum and the product of roots. The roots are 3 by 4 and 5 by 8. So let's first find the sum. The sum of these roots will be 3 by 4 plus 5 by 8. LCM of 4 and 8 is 8. So 4 2s is 8. So 3 2s is 6 plus 5, right? So it is 11 by 8. That is the sum of roots. Similarly, product of roots. Now let's see, the product of roots will be a simple multiplication of 3 by 4 and 5 by 8. Now this is 3 into 5 is 15. 8 into 4 is 32. Right? So our required equation will become x square minus the sum of roots is 11 by 8 into x plus the product of root is 15 by 32, right? That is equal to 0. Now here if you multiply the whole thing by 32, what will happen? We will get 32x square minus 32 into 11x by 8 plus 32 into 15 by 32, right? So what we are doing is we are multiplying every term by 32. Now the last one, 32 cancels by 32. 8 cancels 32 4 times. So our final answer in this case is equal to 32x square minus 4 into 11x is 44x plus 15 is equal to 0. So as you can see, the answer is same. In any case, answer will come same only, right? So here I just wanted to show all the methods. That is why I've done every question in 2 different ways, right? In exam, you will be required to solve or use only one of them, only one of the methods. All right. Now let's go to the next part.